I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On, Light Through, episode 251, my review of Suspicion, episode 1.5. And I thought that was a really superb, delightful episode of Suspicion, up today on Apple TV Plus. Yeah, delightful. But first, spoilers follow. Now, getting back to the review, my favorite scene was Tara and Sean in undies at the door pretending to be a couple when the pesky neighbor came calling with a shotgun or a rifle. Perfectly staged and acted. Tara actually enjoying it underneath the pretense. Sean, almost reminiscent of James Bond. Dun, 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 dun. And my favorite line came a little earlier in the episode when Sean remarked of Tara that she looks more like Lara Croft than a professor. Can't argue with that. The two have a chemistry that we see again near the end of the episode when Tara talks to Sean, who is completely unclothed in the bathroom. Again, well staged and well acted. Good work by Elizabeth Henstridge and, I have no idea how to pronounce this, Elise Gable. The whole story was well plotted and paced in this episode. It now looks like Martin Copeland, Catherine's second in command, was responsible for Leo's kidnapping. And that in turn means that all of the presumed kidnappers were set up to take the fall. And that also means that the killers with American accents who showed up in episode 1.4 last week, well, they're working for Copeland. But we still don't have the complete story. There's clearly more to each of the suspects than we knew last week, and even know now this week. Adesh has sophisticated computer skills, Natalie has more money, etc. At this point, Suspicion is really shaping up as a first-rate stylish whodunit, and I'm looking forward to more. I'll see you back here next week with my review of the next episode. And I hope you enjoyed that brief review of Suspicion. Suspicion, why torture me? Again, I keep thinking of that great song from the early 1960s with a guy who sounded like Elvis. But anyway, whenever I hear something that reminds me of a song, I tend to sing it. I'll be back here next week indeed with a review of the next episode of Suspicion, as well as the next episode of Raised by Wolves. But before then, there's also a new episode up of Severance. I'll be watching and reviewing that, and I'll be back here with a review probably as early as tomorrow. Well, in the meantime, stay safe, stay sound, and enjoy.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says, Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplottosavesocrates.com.
Paul Levinson Silk Code about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.